If you're watching this, it's not an accident. You didn't scroll here by chance. You didn't land here randomly. God led you here, right now, for this word, because you've been tired. You've been working hard, praying hard, and still the breakthrough hasn't come. Your energy is drained. Your heart is heavy, and your spirit is asking one thing: when will it be my time? Hear this, chosen one. It is now. This is your moment. From today forward, the battle is no longer yours. It's God's duty now. You will rest. You will be restored. You will walk in richness forever. But before we begin, pause right now and do these 3 things. 1. Like this message if it already speaks to your soul. 2. Comment 99 below to activate this word in faith. 3. Subscribe if you're ready to step into your prophetic season. Let's reach 50,000 chosen ones because your tribe is growing. Now lean in, because God is about to speak through every word. Problem amplification, years of struggle. There comes a time in every chosen one's life when it feels like everything is standing still. Even though you keep moving forward, it feels as if nothing is changing. You wake up every morning with a desire to grow, to achieve, to progress. But the weight on your shoulders becomes heavier with each passing day. You have tried everything. You worked jobs that drained your energy. You put in extra hours hoping that something would shift. You believed that if you just gave it your all, something good would finally come from all your hard work. But instead of breakthrough, you encountered delay. Instead of promotion, you faced rejection. Instead of celebration, you found yourself alone, asking God silently, "When will it be my turn?" This season of life has not been easy for you. You have watched others rise while you remained in the same place. You celebrated their blessings while privately wiping away your own tears. You smiled in public, but at night, your heart was heavy with unspoken questions. You wondered if you were forgotten. You questioned whether you had missed your moment. You asked if God had truly chosen you, or if you were only imagining His favor. These thoughts were not born from weakness. They were born from exhaustion, from the battles you have fought silently, from the strength you had to carry without support, from the prayers you whispered in the dark when nobody could hear you. These were not empty struggles. They were sacred trials meant to shape your spirit. You were not lazy. You were not lacking in vision. You were not undeserving. You were simply in the middle of a divine preparation. But the pain of not seeing results made it feel like punishment. You kept asking God, "Why is it taking so long?" What you did not know was that every moment of waiting was filled with purpose. You survived storms that others would have drowned in. You carried responsibilities that should have broken you. You stood strong in seasons that tried to silence your faith. And even when you wanted to give up, something inside you refused to quit. That was not weakness. That was the divine fire inside you, keeping you alive, holding you up, and reminding you, there is more to your story. The struggle was not sent to destroy you. It was sent to prove you. The tears you cried were collected by heaven. The prayers you prayed were never ignored. You were seen. You were heard. And even in silence, you were still being chosen. Now that season is coming to an end. The time of hardship is closing. The pain has served its purpose. You have been tried. You have been tested. And now, the heavens are preparing your transformation. B. Divine shift. God takes over. Now, let us enter into the most sacred part of your journey, the divine shift. This is the moment where everything begins to change, not because of your effort, but because of God's authority. What once felt impossible is now being made possible. What once felt delayed is now arriving suddenly. This is not based on human strategy. This is not about having the perfect resume, the right background, or flawless credentials. This is about divine intervention. It is about a higher power stepping into your timeline and saying, "Enough. Now I will take over." You see, you have done your part. You have walked through fire. You have stayed faithful when you could have walked away. You continued to believe when doubt tried to convince you to surrender. And now God is saying, "My child, rest. It is my turn now." This is the season of divine takeover. God is not asking you to figure everything out. He is asking you to trust Him while He works behind the scenes. There are blessings that have been prepared for you long before you were even born. There are doors that are opening, not because you knocked on them, but because your name was already written on them. From now on, it is not about your striving. It is about your surrender. God is taking the weight off your shoulders. He is lifting the burdens that have kept you awake at night. He is canceling the assignments of the enemy that were sent to delay your purpose. You will no longer live in survival mode. You are entering divine alignment, where everything flows with grace. Your finances, your relationships, your health, your dreams. Everything is coming into supernatural order. God is your provider, not just in word, but in action. The same way He sent manna from heaven to feed the Israelites in the desert, He is sending provision to you. The same way He split the sea for His people to walk through, He is making a way for you in places that seemed closed. This is the season of effortless increase. You will not have to force anything. What is for you will find you. What belongs to you will arrive in perfect timing. What was delayed is now released. Let your heart rest. Let your mind find peace. You no longer need to fight for survival. You are walking into divine supply. God has taken over the job. It is now His duty to bless you, to elevate you, to guide you, and He will not fail. See, vision casting, abundance is here. Now that your spirit understands the shift, let us talk about what is coming next. This is not just about rest. This is about richness, not only in wealth, but in every area of life. You are stepping into a season of overflowing abundance, a time where everything you once dreamed of will not only appear, but will exceed your imagination. Your table is being prepared in the presence of those who once doubted you. Your hands are being filled with more than you ever expected. Imagine waking up each day without the pressure of worry. Imagine seeing opportunities chase you down instead of you running after them. Imagine being able to give freely, to help others, to support your family, to live generously, because God has filled your storehouse beyond measure. This is your new reality. The richness you are stepping into is not limited to material wealth. It is also peace. It is confidence. It is walking in your purpose with clarity. It is having the wisdom to manage your blessings well. It is seeing your family smile again. It is building something that lasts beyond your lifetime. Doors are opening. People are being positioned to favor you. Contracts, partnerships, and divine connections are being aligned right now on your behalf. You do not need to chase after them. They are being sent to you. You will look around and realize that the pain was worth it. The process had a purpose, and every step led you here to a life of purpose-driven prosperity. And here is the beautiful part. Your abundance will be a testimony. Others will see what God has done in your life, and they will be inspired to believe again. You will become a light for those still walking through darkness. You will become proof that God is still in the business of miracles. You are not just being blessed. You are being established. You are not just receiving wealth. You are receiving wisdom, joy, stability, and impact. This is not temporary. This is forever. This is a life of ongoing favor, because you are walking with the one who never runs out. The more you trust, the more you will receive. The more you rest in Him, the more He will release to you. You are not behind. You are not late. You are right on time for your divine breakthrough. So begin to prepare your heart. Begin to see yourself as God sees you. Begin to speak blessings over your future. Your words carry power, and your future is listening. You are not returning to struggle. You are not going backward. You are moving into the fullness of what was always yours. Chosen one, abundance is here, and it is here to stay. There is a sacred beauty in trusting the process, even when it does not make sense. Life does not always unfold the way we expect, and for many of us, that can be a difficult truth to accept. Especially for the chosen ones, those who carry a divine calling, there is often a period of waiting, of uncertainty, and of unseen progress. When God begins a work in your life, He does not always reveal the full picture immediately. He often takes you step by step, moment by moment. This is not because He wants to keep you in the dark, but because He is preparing your spirit for something far greater than you could ever imagine. The delay is not a denial. The silence is not abandonment. The waiting is not punishment. It is divine preparation. Think about a seed. It is planted deep in the soil, hidden from the world. For days, weeks, sometimes even months, it appears as though nothing is happening. But beneath the surface, life is forming. Roots are spreading. Foundations are being established. The seed is preparing to break through the ground, not just to survive, but to flourish. This is the same with your life. Many times, people give up just before the breakthrough comes. They walk away because they cannot see what God is doing behind the scenes. But the chosen ones are different. You have been called to endure, to hold on, to keep believing when everything else tells you to quit. Trusting the process means surrendering control. It means accepting that you might not have all the answers, but you trust the one who does. It means choosing peace even when you are surrounded by chaos. It means understanding that growth does not always feel good, but it is always necessary. You are not in this season by accident. Every detour, every delay, every disappointment, it all has meaning. The pain you have experienced is not wasted. The lessons you have learned in the wilderness will become tools for your future. The character you have developed in the dark will shine in the light. God does not rush greatness. He is shaping you, molding you, refining you. He is building your endurance. He is strengthening your faith. He is stretching your capacity so that when the blessing comes, you are ready to carry it with humility and wisdom. Trust the process. Trust that what is for you will not pass you by. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Trust that every season has a purpose, and that purpose is leading you to greatness. The process may be long, but the reward is eternal. Faith is not just a spiritual concept. It is the foundation of transformation. It is the invisible force that moves mountains, opens doors, and unlocks miracles. When everything around you seems uncertain, it is faith that keeps you grounded. When life feels overwhelming, it is faith that reminds you to hold on. And when God begins to move, it is faith that allows you to receive all that He has prepared. Many people believe in God, but not everyone believes God. There is a difference. Believing in God acknowledges His existence. Believing God means trusting His word, His promises, and His timing. No matter what your current circumstances look like, faith is the key that unlocks divine access. It is what activates heaven's favor over your life. When you move by faith, you are saying, I trust what God said, even if I cannot see it yet. That is powerful. That kind of faith creates movement. It attracts blessings. It opens supernatural gates. The chosen ones are called to walk by faith, not by sight. This means you must sometimes step forward before you have all the answers. It means you must keep going even when the path is not fully clear. It means choosing to believe when everything around you says otherwise. Think of the great miracles in Scripture. The woman with the issue of blood was healed because of her faith. The blind man received his sight because of his faith. The centurion's servant was healed from a distance because of his faith. Faith changes things. Faith moves the heart of God. And faith is not about being perfect. It is not about having no fear or no doubts. It is about choosing to trust anyway. It is about standing on God's word even when your emotions are telling you to give up. It is about holding on to hope when the world tells you to let go. You must understand your faith is more powerful than your fear. Your belief is stronger than your doubt. And your trust in God can take you further than any human plan ever could. So what do you do when your faith is tested? You strengthen it through prayer. You nourish it through scripture. You protect it by surrounding yourself with those who believe with you. You do not allow the temporary to cancel the eternal. You speak faith even when you feel afraid. You declare life even in the face of challenge. Let your faith be louder than your fear. Let your hope be brighter than your pain. Let your trust in God be the foundation upon which everything else is built. Faith is the key, and with it, there is nothing that can stop the blessing that is coming your way. You were not created to live an average life. You were created to leave a legacy. You were called not just to survive, but to thrive, to reign, to make an impact that lives beyond you. And that begins with understanding your divine inheritance. As a chosen one, you are not just receiving temporary blessings. You are stepping into a spiritual inheritance that has been written in heaven with your name on it. This inheritance is not just wealth. It is wisdom, favor, influence, and divine authority. It is peace that passes understanding. It is joy that overflows. It is a life that glorifies God in every way. Your inheritance is not something you earn. It is something you receive by identity. Because you are a child of God, because you belong to the kingdom, you have access to the treasures of heaven. You are not a beggar. You are not an outsider. You are an heir to divine promise. And here is the beautiful truth. Your inheritance is not just for you. It is for the generations that come after you. It is for your children and your children's children. It is for your community. It is for everyone your life touches. You are building a legacy. Every decision you make, every act of faith, every sacrifice, it is laying the foundation for something eternal. Others will walk through the doors you opened. Others will receive blessings because of the path you paved. That is legacy. That is purpose. Legacy is not about fame. It is about faithfulness. It is about living a life so rooted in God that everything you do reflects His glory. It is about using your influence to uplift others. It is about creating systems of support, hope, and prosperity that extend far beyond your lifetime. You were chosen not just to be blessed, but to be a blessing. You were called to raise a standard. You were chosen to shift atmospheres, to build businesses, ministries, families, and movements that honor God. This is the divine transaction. God gives you an inheritance so that you can build a legacy. He blesses you so that you can be a blessing. He empowers you so that you can empower others. You are not just living for today. You are establishing eternity. So walk boldly in your identity. Embrace your inheritance. Build your legacy with confidence. Speak life over your future and over the generations that will follow you. Let your name be associated with faith, favor, and fruitfulness. This is your moment to rise. This is your time to shine. The seeds you plant today will become trees of blessing for others tomorrow. Chosen one, your legacy begins now. Comment 99 if you believe this is your word. Like this video to activate prophetic confirmation. Share this video with 3 people you want to see rise with you. Only the chosen will stay till the end. If you're still here, you're one of them. Subscribe now if you want more divine downloads like this. Support the channel that supports your spirit. Let's reach 50K believers. Join the movement. God is speaking through this video. Don't miss the message. Chosen one, as we come to the end of this divine message, let this truth echo in your soul. Your wealth, your abundance, and your supernatural breakthrough are already on the way. What you have prayed for, what you have wept for, what you have waited for, heaven has already released it. The delay is over. The struggle is behind you. The season of striving has ended. Now is your time to rest in God's promise. Let these words not just inspire you, but live inside you. Speak them daily. Declare them boldly. You are not waiting for something to happen. You are already walking in the shift. God has taken over your burden, your labor, your exhaustion, and replaced it with divine provision. He has promised that you will lack nothing. You are not average. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are chosen. You are elevated. You are called. This is your moment to rejoice, not because of what you see, but because of what you now believe. There is power in your faith, and that faith has activated the favor of God. Let joy fill your heart as you step forward, not with fear, but with the boldness of someone who knows their inheritance is secure. From now on, your life will speak of miracles. Your hands will touch wealth without toil. Your name will be honored because it is attached to the glory of God. Everything about you, your voice, your energy, your story, is shifting to reflect the beauty of divine favor. So pause now, take a deep breath, feel the presence of God surrounding you, lifting you, guiding you, and say this with all your heart. This is my season. I trust God completely. I receive abundance without limits. Chosen one, your days of sorrow have turned into joy. Your nights of weeping have been replaced by mornings of glory. The doors are open, the path is clear, and your time is now. Go forward in celebration. Walk in confidence. Live in abundance. This is just the beginning.